fundamental performance is all about some things that you want to make smaller and some things that you want to make faster or less. And so looking at some of the things that we wanted to reduce, we thought it would be a good idea to maybe reduce the memory footprint of a Core Windows 7 installation. We thought it would be a good idea to reduce the overhead of the desktop window manager so that when you're developing, you don't feel the need to turn it off just so you could get that last bit of memory out of the system. We worked really hard to reduce the disk I/O that happens across Windows 7, particularly things like reading from the registry or using the indexer, and these have been reduced substantially. You know, power is something that we're all very aware of. Whether it's on a desktop and you just want to use less power, or on a laptop and you'd like to increase your battery life. This is a great example of where we've really thought about the scenarios as well. So we've looked at DVD playback, which is an end-to-end scenario that covers many subsystems. It covers the I/O subsystem, the memory subsystem, the graphics subsystem, and worked to increase the playback time that you'll get with a DVD on a laptop. We've worked hard on things like timers. You know, those of you that put timers in your code, you realize that if you just decrease the resolution of that timer, you can substantially improve the battery life. And so we've added to the command line Power CFG tool, we've added the ability for you to analyze how much power and where you might be having a timer that's taking up too much power. We've also worked on, we thought it would be a good idea to, you know, maybe make Windows 7 a little bit faster. So we've worked on boot speed, device readiness, responsiveness. So we've taken a look at the start menu and the taskbar across the board and making them respond as instantaneously as possible. And we've done that by looking at all the places that there could be very low-level kernel semaphores or locks, and work to make sure that we have as few of those as possible so you can always get to the start menu and taskbar. And finally is scale. You know, Windows is the kernel of Windows is shared across the client and the server. And with Windows 7, we'll increase the scale to enable up to 256 processors. And we'll talk about more next week at the Windows Hardware Engineering Conference. I'd like to walk over here, and I'm going to do a quick demo now. And I'm going to show you a few of the features that I think will make Windows 7 an exciting development environment for you. Just talking about fundamentals, I thought somebody asked me yesterday, hey, what laptop do you use? Well, you know, part of the fun of my job is I use lots of different laptops all the time. It's just a great benefit. But I am currently using this laptop. It's a really small netbook. And I'm using this with Windows 7. It has a 1 gigahertz processor and 1 gigabyte of RAM. And it's running Windows 7. And when I boot it, about half that RAM is still available today in the current builds. And we're going to keep working on that. And we're pretty excited about the work that we've done on performance. And I'm pretty excited about this class of machine and the work that we could do to deliver that Windows 7 on those machines. So let me show you a quick demo of some features that I think you're going to like in using Windows 7 as a development environment. So we all have a lot of USB memory sticks. And I think if you're like me, you've occasionally lost one of those memory sticks. I have a whole bag full of them, and then 2 weeks later I have none. And so one of the things that we've done, and this was actually for our enterprise customers, but since we all travel with source code and specs and things on memory sticks, we've added the ability to use BitLocker encryption on a memory stick. So I have a memory stick inserted, I double-clicked on it, or when you do insert it, you'll get this prompt, and you can add the password, and then when you open it, it will decrypt the drive and let you have access to all of the information on it. And so everywhere you go, if you happen to lose the memory stick, you're in good shape. Because we designed this for our enterprise customers, it also includes a lot of group policy for managing it and really making sure that the company has the ability to really control the mobile user use of these memory sticks. How many of you use VHDs every once in a while? So let's talk about the work that we've done in Windows 7 to natively mount and manage VHDs. So I'm here in the Disk Management utility. I'm going to go here. You can see right away I have the ability to create a VHD. So from within Windows natively, I can go create a VHD. Both dynamic and fixed size. I can also attach a VHD. by just specifying the path name. And here I am, I've already attached this one, and I just open it up. And this is a Windows XP VHD, and we're pretty excited to be able to do that. But really super cool is you can also boot from a Windows 7 VHD natively. So you could use Boot Manager and say, I've got a Windows 7 VHD, and I want to boot from it. And the reason that's really cool is because while you're developing your software, you can use this VHD, and then using simple copy, the volume snapshot work, will actually reset the VHD to its original state if that's what you want to do while you're developing your software. So you can keep mounting and booting. You can mount and keep booting from the same VHD. Now, you might notice that I'm running this machine at high DPI. As screens have gotten bigger and monitors gotten more numerous, high DPI has become much more important for all of us. And so we've included a lot of work in Windows 7 to address some of the issues that customers have seen with high DPI, and we've made it much easier to set the DPI and to work with it. We also allow you to set the custom DPI size. And in general, I think we've done a much improved job on high DPI. And also on managing multiple monitors. So within Windows natively now, you can adjust landscape, portrait orientation, flip the monitor, and in general, we've enhanced the overall experience here with Multimon. Those of us that are UI programmers or UI folks, we always are looking to magnify the screen and really find out the details of what's going on the screen. And so one of the things that we've added in Windows 7 is a much improved magnifier, which turns out to be a great feature for developers as well. So I'm going to hold down the window key and just hit the plus button and go ahead and zoom right in. And you'll see it tracks the mouse, and I can really see all the details of just exactly how to shade the ribbon, how the shading in the ribbon is done. And for fun, you could go minus, whee, plus, whee. All right, so how many of you have walked in to do a demo for your latest potential customer and spent about 10 minutes trying